Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today I'm going to be reviewing Limb Hunter. Limb Hunter is developed by Flying Island Games and published by Flying Island Games. This is a Metroidvania style run and gun shooting game. Basically, throughout this game, you gotta like run around and pick up weapons and items in order to get stronger and better. And then when you get to these areas, you can equip your items that you have unlocked. This game is interesting. There's a lot to it. It's an extremely difficult game as well. The difficulty factor is pretty high, but the overall gameplay is actually pretty fun. If you're into Metroidvania style games, this is definitely interesting just because there's lots of items and pickups to make your character better, and the enemies come at you hard and fast. So it's definitely an enjoyable experience just playing the game normally. Um, I will say it's extremely difficult, like I said, so just keep that in mind. And you can utilize your character's abilities in order to progress through the levels and get jumped around and things of that nature. And there's also multiple ways that you can go. There's multiple types of enemy items that are kind of can be found in places that you wouldn't necessarily look unless you knew about it. Um, as you can see, I have some upgrades there. I actually played pretty far in the game. The only downside of the game really is that it's short, and there's not a ton uh, to do in the game once you get so far in and get a lot of that pickups. You just feel like you can't really get all that much better. Overall, the game just is a general fun game to play. It's definitely interesting with the mentality of the guns and stuff, and having to figure out where you want to go and how you want to utilize your abilities based on the enemy types that you're going to go up against in the area. There's a little bit of a trial and error thing kind of going when it comes to, what items you want to use. And you do have to be super careful to not die, because if you die, then you'll lose coins, which make it harder to get upgrades. So you gotta keep all those things in mind while playing through the game. As you can see, there's also like these ammo boxes sometimes that you can find that have special things in them as well. And you gotta be really careful with some of these enemies, because they will hit. Like, that enemy just took out 90% of my health. So, I want to jump around him, actually, in that case. Let's get rid of that guy. Oh, gosh. Let's see. So yeah, there's just a lot, enemy-wise, that are difficult in this. I like that guy because he's easy to avoid, but if he hits you, then you're pretty much dead. So yeah, it's a fun game. I really enjoyed it. I'm just trying to get through the levels just to show different areas. Um, it's also a very quick 1000. It takes about 30 minutes if you find this workers town quick enough. As you can see, I actually didn't find it the first run through, so I just came back to find it here. And there's all these cool little people standing around, and you get some nice big bonuses. Well, they're expensive though. Oh crap, they're really expensive. So yeah, that's pretty much what the game is. It's definitely a fun game to play. I definitely recommend it. We don't quite have a price yet for it. There's a lot of lore in this area, it looks like. But it's definitely an enjoyable game. Oh gosh. And it's a lot of fun to play. I definitely recommend it if you're into Metroidvania style games. I didn't find any issues with the gameplay aside from it just being brutally difficult. And that's pretty much all I have for you. So if you do pick it up, let us know in the comments what you think, and have a nice day, guys.